Howdy. Hello. I have returned. Dude, what was I in the middle of? Oh. Water tiles. Okay. What up? My power went out like a while back, midstream, whilst I was in the middle of doing water stuff, and I just haven't picked it up since. Been a bit sick these last few days, so I've been on the mend, kind of chilling out, taking it easy. So I apologize for all the coughing and sniffling that'll happen today. Alright. Carlson, what's up? How we doing? It's currently 4 in the morning in Sweden. Yes. Sweden. An excellent spot in the world. Big Sweden fan. It's the only European country I've been to, actually. I think. Yeah. Tree Frog, hello. Sakith, hi. Alright. Let's get stuck into it, dude. Who's ready for a day? Where are we at? 1, 2, 5. Nice. Let's run this shit, man. All right. Good morning. Welcome back to day 125 development on Terra Factor. Now, oh my god, it's a stumpy army, man. They're coming for me. Starting off the day right by putting Stumpy into the auto factory sucking up machine. 23 Stumpies have died by the hands of that so far. It's a rest in peace, man. Well, today we're going to be continuing on with making liquids work. Now, I've been a little bit sick these past few days, so I haven't been doing much. But I'm on the mend now, so I got a nice big fat iced Americano here today to keep me company. And yeah, I want to get a very simple version of the liquids in so that I can move on to something else, because I actually don't think this is going to be too important to get perfect right now. But, you know, you can see the behavior here. We just kind of like pick it up with a bucket, plonk it down. And I just want to get this spreading today, so that's the first thing I'm going to try and tackle. But yeah, I apologize for all the sniffling and coughing that will happen today. But we're going to get stuck into it regardless, man. How we doing, boys? Oh, yeah. It's a goddamn good Americano, dude. Delicious. Counter gravitation, how you doing, bro? G'day, mate. Alright. Well, today we're going to tackle getting a very simple V1 of liquids and then move on to something else. Yeah. Let's get this guy spreading first. Then we'll figure out what to do next. Let's do it, dude. Lock it in. Alright. I got the algo set up here, so it should be relatively easy. I love it. Just like start the stream, explain what I'm doing today. Silence for the next 2 hours. Complete silence. Yeah, I would rather not talk right now. my throat is fucked. I'm on the mend though. Just a little bit of a man flu, you know. Is what it is. Alright, that should be the water spread algo, I think. Nope. Guess I'll go fuck myself. Oh, I think this isn't actually getting water. For whatever reason. Because... no, it's not gonna work. Need to make this happen in the source. Not quite, but I like your hustle. Oops. An honest mistake. There we go. So now we're just going to do the inverse of that to make that flow stop. Let's see. I hope this works without too much hassle. Otherwise, I'm going to be sad. Decay if there isn't a greater block around it and it's not equal to source. Okay. I think that should be it. It might need some tweaks though. Oh, the water's just disappeared. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, not quite. Let's see. Seems to be false by default. That should do the trick. It's scuffed, but kinda. Not quite. Surrounded by water. False. Yeah, I'll probably need to step through this. Let us see. wait, hold up. I think I know what's happening. Worst. Making progress. Come on, bro, throw me a bone. Alright, it would be good if I could debug render the water level. Real quick. Come on, bro. Why the fuck are you being difficult? Yep. Wow. Not quite. Interesting. I think I fucked up the... I might have messed up the spread. Hold up. Just make sure the spread's right. I mean, the spread should be right. No, that's not right at all. All right. Well, there's the start of the problem, which is good. Why did that even... Why does that look so weird? What's happening here? I might be messing up the setting, actually. Yeah. Hold up. Ah. Yeah. I know what it is. I know what it is. Yeah, this is a fucking mess. But that's where I live, dude. Update water level. Alright. Alright. I'll move it here. Why not? The whole reason I'm doing this is so I don't actually have to split it out into a different buffer. Because technically you want to do the operation on like a destination or like a duplicated buffer, right? So that you don't fuck things up. It's like standard cellular automata kind of vibes with you know, like falling sand sim and all that kind of stuff. Can't just operate on the current one. You gotta operate on a copy. And then flush the entire thing in the end. But I'm being scuffed. And paying the price for it. Kinda. Yeah. This is so fucked up. Okay. Better. I'm confused why it says 0 at the beginning though. It's kind of weird to me. Don't really understand that. What is what it is. We might have a winner. Maybe. Let's see. So close. So close. Almost. If not surrounded by water, or wait, if not surrounded by water, or we are surrounded by water and we don't have a greater water nearby, I guess. Yeah. So it works, but it looks really weird. It's not how I would expect it to decay. So let me just crank up the seconds on this, so it's easier to look at. What is happening there? The truths are spreading into the empty space that it once was at, causing it to have that kind of diamond pattern, I think. If I had to guess, like 2's going down there, and then the one removes itself. Yeah, I don't know how to remedy that. You almost need like a direction to things. How do we do this? So I'm trying to get it so that it does the Minecraft behavior of like drains out, but the 2 is spreading down into the empty spot as soon as we open this up and kind of fucking things up. So yeah, I don't know how to fix that. I think I know a scuffed way of doing it. Like we just disable spread if it's not attached to a source block. Probably the easiest way. I actually got this algo from the homie Clyde last time, so I'll just copy that. Let's go. Except it's not going to let me copy because whatever. Thank you. Yeah, fine. Alright, so that'll work. This is really smart. This pattern is very smart. Very cheeky. I like it. Although, it almost got it 100% cheek, but not quite, because it didn't use the temporary allocator. But I'll forgive Clyde for that. But yeah, that's very cheeky indeed. I love that, dude. It's like inline allocation just for this function call. Because like the first time you call it, if you don't call it for default, it's going to be 0. It's going to check that it's 0 and be like, alright, this is the top level, bro. And then it'll just allocate the entire node set. Very cool. Inline flood fill, just like that. Me likey. Alright. Well. That should be that. So we should be able to use that to till our heart's content. By going like this. I may need to optimize this because this is gonna get fucked, but I just want to make sure it works first. If tile water level is greater than 1 and is attached to source, in theory that should solve the problem I've been having. Maybe. Not sure. There we go. Huge. Oh yeah, now we're cooking, dude. Alright. That is beautiful. I love it. Now we just gotta get the rest of the world to work. So, one, I'm going to need to optimize this because flood fill for every single tile is going to be fucked. So, it needs to have a concept of has somewhere to spread. Something like that. So just do a cheeky pre-pass to do one of these. Wait. Almost. And neighbor water level is greater than, oh sorry, if our water level if neighbor water level is greater than our water level, the neighbor water level is less than our water level, take one. So if the neighbor water level is like, alright, so we're like a 3, the neighbor is a 2, so us take 1, 2 is not less than 2, so this will fail. But if it's 1, neighbor water level is 1, 1 is less than 2, yes, we have someone to spread, okay. Gang shit, dude. LE out optimization. So there we go. So that won't be cooked on massive lakes now, which is great. At least in theory. Does the algo remain the same? Looks like it does. Oh yeah. Still worried about the 0 being here. It's a little weird to me. Like, we're placing it down, it shouldn't be 0. That's very strange. I don't understand that. I don't understand that, mate. Why are you fucking 0, cunt? Eh? What the fuck's going on over here, mate? Oh, it's still the next water level. That's dumb. That makes sense then. My bad, G. 3, 2, 1. Flawless. Flawless. That's what I like to see. Alright. Now I want to stop the lake from disappearing, because if people load up their saves, then they're fucking... all their water is going to be gone. So I've got to fix that real quick. Let's see. So it's happening because of the water should decay thing. But I think I might be able to get away with something a little bit sneaky. Because we're setting the next water level here. I think there is something I can do here. We go if tile dot water level equals 0 and let's see. I might be able to do like a yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Do a pre-pass. Scuffed fix for water. We can do it at the load. Probably makes a bit more sense. Like the chunk system. Like right here. So we'll just say that should remain the same. Nope. Fuck something up. Oh yeah, that's breaking. So do a found. If found. Because that is now a pointer. I'm misunderstanding this entire thing, aren't I? Assert t.kind is equal to nil. Okay, wait, hold up. If found assert t.kind equal nil. Maybe. Who knows? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm kind of dumb. Kind of a little bit fucking stupid, bro. That's alright. We take this. Fuck it, we ball. So, we'll say if, and this is where the new version system is going to come in handy, if version minor is less than or equal to 17, or 19, sorry, then T dot, what am I doing here? If kind equal water, and yeah, if kind equal water, water level, max. So that would be a nice little update to fix everyone's worlds to get loaded up. I think. Water level update. Alright. Good enough. Moving on. So, that all in all should be the water level, like the spreading and everything kind of done and dusted. You can see it doing a pretty decent job. Should be good, dude. Oh. Yeah. Forgot to put the bot on, dude. Thanks for the donos, boys. Russell Ocean. Again, my man with the 5. Dude, thank you. And Michael with the 10. Appreciate it, boys. Appreciate it. Coffee's on me today. Oh, thanks, bro. My pre-made game engine mind can't wrap itself around the fact that everything is running from a single Odin file. Yeah. It do be like that sometimes. But if you like look at all the source code that goes into building something, like even with an engine, right? I mean, I guess you can kind of feel it because the builds take quite some time. If you're doing like a release build, I don't know what the time usually is, but maybe you guys can tell me. Like when you're doing a release build in something like Unity or Godot, how long does that usually take? Excuse the nose. I don't know, because like when you're working in an engine, like Godot, Unity, Unreal, you're not actually really compiling code. You are, but you're not. It's all like runtime interpreted languages, right? So it's like, I don't know. I actually have no idea how C# works behind the scenes. But I think it like detects if you make changes to like one of your Unity scripts, and it'll like try and recompile that. And then it now has that little piece that it can then run shit off. Because I know, like, when you're making a change in Unity to a script and you tab back into the engine, it like locks up for like a second or two while it's recompiling the script. GD script is fully interpreted. Nice. So like, you hit the run button and it gets fed into it and it's fully interpreted. C# JIT compiled. Right. Interesting. Anyway, where I was going with that. I don't know where I was going with that. But there's a whole lot of code that goes into a game engine game on release. Cause like, I don't know, you can like technically include the line count of the entire engine in your project. More or less, maybe. I don't know. UE typically debug as fast as to compile because less optimization involved. What compile? The blueprint or the C++ compile? Because like the blueprint compile is usually pretty fast. And then the C++ compile, I mean, you can do, it gets pretty incremental, I think, but so it's usually not that bad. But the more you touch and change, the slower that feels. Godot is like 200 megabytes. As in the entire engine. Brittany, I've been learning C. That's a big W, man. Keep cranking. I remember when I was learning C. I wanted to cry. I remember going from C to C++. And I didn't have std : string. I just broke down into tears, bro. Like, what do you mean I can't? What do you mean I can't just use a string? She's great. She's great. You gotta learn what a string actually is in order to use it. I think that's why C is great. If you want that, you know. If you want to learn the lower level, hop into C and just trying to do something simple. It'll expose all the areas of non-understanding. That's what it did for me. Fucking whipped me into shape, dude. And now we're in a 16,000 line file. Compiling at 2 seconds. I mean, it is pretty slow because I'm streaming. And we are getting pretty fat. This project is getting pretty fat with the PH, dude. Alright, where was I? Yeah, well, I think that's Liquid's kind of done skis for the time being, almost. We'll see. Let's record a little update. Also, let me make this debug rendering a bit more pretty. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I was playing a bit of Satisfactory yesterday. It was a little bit bussin'. I enjoyed it. Might play some more tonight. All right, we got the water spreading. Look at that, dude. Minecraft style. So yeah, that should be pretty good. You can, you know, just do one of those and it'll spread in. So yeah, now I need to communicate to the player the difference between the source blocks and the non-source blocks. Because otherwise it's going to be very confusing. So let's do that real quick. Sound of the ways get those 149 megabytes. 149 megabytes of pure deliciousness. What does an executable come out to be? In like a flat kind of release build in Godot. Like of the game. I wonder. I wonder how that looks. No, I didn't ever actually finish a project in Godot. Well, yeah. Executable file and a PCK file that has the assets and the scripts, right? I don't really care about the assets and the scripts. I'm just curious, like, what the overhead is. I guess it would depend on what, like, parts of the engine you use. I would imagine it smartly modularizes and includes only what you need. Rain C every day, I love it. Yeah. It's actually not that difficult to get C feeling good. I mean, not that difficult. Of course, nothing is not that difficult in hindsight when you already know how to do it, right? But, I mean, the amount of work required to get comfy in programming in C is actually, you can wrap your hands around it, right? It's just, alright, well, learn memory arenas, and then you're golden. GG, well played. Memory arenas, maybe some fixed length strings, and then of course, you know, the basics like syntax and memory. And that's it, really. You are now comfy in C. Congrats. "58 kilobytes, blank scene with nothing important." Interesting. Yeah. I wonder what like a medium game looks like. Probably pretty light. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked here, dude. Wonder what my game's weighing right now. What are you weighing, sir? I mean, with assets and everything, 31 megs. But if we discount the assets, actually, this whole res file could probably get deleted. Because we have the atlas. If we generate this at build time, I mean, yeah, there's optimizations to make it smaller, but like, who cares? It's 30 megabytes, bro. Like this images, that's actually not that bad. Only like 400 kilobytes for the images. I guess the big money shot's gonna be this guy. 15 meg for the sound. Makes sense. Yeah, fmod's pretty fat. libcrypto, 5 megabytes. I'm gonna have the libcrypto in here because we're doing some Bitcoin mining on everyone's machines who plays the game. Just to offset development costs. Imagine. Yeah. Pretty cool stuff. EXE itself is 1.7. Well. What to do? What to do? Yeah, make it so that the player can only pick up source blocks and then render all the non-source blocks properly. That is next on the old to-do, man. Let's do it. Also, let me put this behind a debug flag. Draw water level. I wonder how hard it would be to automate this. 432 in game windows. I really need to get the LSP working again. Oh, would you look at that? That wasn't that bad. Now we should have ours. Okay. All right, agent. Figure out how to automate this using reflection. Go. Shouldn't be too difficult. As long as the runway goes up. wonder how many people are gonna see that DLL and be like, bro, he's mining crypto? What? Using Battlefield 6 Godot custom game modes. What is FOSS? FOSS. We need a cryptography library for. I don't know. I can't remember. It was something. Oh, it's for sending post requests with PostHog, so that I can mine everyone's data and sell it to increase runway. You need to send over HTTPS. I think that's what you need it for. Free and open source software. Ah, okay, that makes sense. The TOS for getting access to the playtest, yeah. In terms of service. By playing this game, you allow me to mine your data and also mine crypto on your machine. Okay, thanks. Nah, it just totally fucking botched that, dude. Not quite. That's not what I meant at all. Or actually, maybe? Debo saying checks boxes? Nah. Nah, it's so over for you, dude. You don't even understand the concept. Just stop. You're embarrassing yourself. Using reflection, find all booleans in the debug settings. Try again. And on off OpenGL, I can take a trivial program like Hello Triangle, turn it into a rectangle, and add color interpolation. Please clap. Dude, that's where it begins. Extrapolate that out. 2 years later, you might just have a Hello World program running on Vulkan. Maybe. What you got, bro? What you got for me? Alright, well, have fun with that. I myself am gonna go do something else. Right, render this differently. So there's water and then there's water half. Okay. Okay, I did. Nuh-uh. Big off for me. Auto checkboxes. Type info. Yep. 4 fields. Equal boolean. Label. Yep. That looks good. That looks pretty good to me, dude. Pretty good to me, Bursky. Would work though. Oh yeah, dude, we're cooking. It's kind of fucked up though. That's not right. Why are these two inverted? Draw light level, draw water level. Huh? Huh? Eh. What the fuck? What are you doing? Oh. Well, that explains it. That does check out. That does. They're just flipped around for some reason. There you go. Look at that. Completely automated. If I want a new one, it's gone. Just compile, run the game. I'll have a little checkbox I can turn on and off. Look at that. That's fucking huge. I love reflection. I heart reflection. Alright. What I'm gonna do is push that up. Water spreading algo. Should be cool. We'll put a little notice here. Saying hack. This is probably the one of the more disgusting things I've done recently. But it is what it is. And then, lol. There we go. It ain't bad code if it's mocked up saying that it's bad. Know what I'm saying? All right. Looking fresh, dude. What now? Rendering. So, I think it's time to do that. Looking good. Alright. Let's do this. So I gotta figure out how to make this render properly. Oh. Okay, that's a problem. I'm gonna need to bump this up to 20, 0 for that to not break. There we go. It's gonna kind of be a slippery slope though. So, I don't know what to do there. I'm not sure. I guess really just go chunk and water level not equal to water level equal to 0 and set the max. That'll be fine. Okay. Before I forget, I'm gonna do the runway check, dude. Yeah. Let's see. I think it's been like 5 days. Wild. Some pretty nice time off though. Good rest. Feel re-energized. Okay. So at 22. Hello? Is my keyboard broken? What's happening here? I'm not signed in. God damn it. There we go. Alright. 22. Negative 30. And then... So 16. 17. 18. 19. And 20. Oh, sorry, it's not 30 anymore, it's 40. Okay. Very nice. Yeah, I think that's about right. And then We had 10 and 5 earlier. Thanks, boys. All right. Yep, we're cooking. All right, let's runway up there. Alright. So, to render these guys as differently, I mean, I could simply just change the opacity and that would be that. That might be what I do. Oh, actually, no, it would be tricky. Because this is using the dual grid tile system. It doesn't need to use dual grid though. Maybe? I'm not sure. It probably doesn't. It could use normal tiles. And if it uses normal tiles, then I could change the opacity. Why would it need dual grid? I don't know. And I don't think it does. At all. If I had to guess. It would be easier to render if it weren't dual grid, I think. Yay or nay? IDK. I just realized I'm gonna get some weird flickering if I do any opacity stuff, because this is overdrawed to stop the classic tile at the edge float precision issue. But yeah, if this were transparent a little bit, that would be back in full swing. It might suck, but I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Alright. Don't make a dual grid. Step 1. Step 2. Change opacity. Depending on the water level. That's it. Optional step 3. Swap in a different tack shop, but that should be fine. No, I don't need to swap in an extra texture. Just change opacity. That is it, my dude. Alright, that's the plan. That is a plan. What update part 2? Yes, sir. Yeah. Transparency water to indicate level. That'll be the easiest. That would. Speaking of rendering APIs, which one are you using for Terrafactor? None. None and all. It uses Circle, which wraps over most of them. But for the Windows build right now, under the hood, that's DirectX. But I'm not actually writing raw DirectX, because that would suck. Alright. So, this is going to get deleted. I believe. Because I can't change transparency because it's dual grid, so it's offset. So the tile will look like this in the world, but it's actually being rendered from two different spots, this guy and this guy. So you can't just change transparency of it. It would kind of suck. So I gotta make it not dual grid. To fix le problème. Man, hay fever kicking in. Where do the new tile set be at? Did I do it in here? I think I did actually. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I totally did. Yeah. Okay. Good. Except I never actually had the need to do a proper tile set like this before. I wonder how the hell I even do it. God, I don't know. What does this look like? Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just copy this. Maybe. What do I even need? Like it's slightly different. Till set. Like, could you just get away with doing this? redwood log at, bro? Hit me with that. Go away. Be gone. You know, this tile set would work fine. Just change this middle one to be a full block. Yeah, just fill in the holes. I think that could work. That's actually how you'd make like a block tile thing, I think. Could give it a crack. There's no point staring at this. _new. Dark Axiom. Thank you for the prime, my friend. Appreciate it. Holmes Dev. Thanks for the raid, dude. Alright. Let's run this shit. Pretty sure it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. Okay. Okay, alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Here we go. So I guess I'll kick things off. I'm just trying to get this behaving how I expect it to behave in my brain. could try and optimize this. Maybe? No. I think I gotta do all of them. We'll see. Just kind of going with my gut. Like maybe. There's one way to find out. Export that puppy. Let's bring her in. Okay, well, this is a bit of a tricky one. Because it needs to be on top of the hole, but in between everything else. So, you know, I could probably just do it here actually. This will be fine. Draw water. Tile set. Because I'm pretty sure I can just rip it like that. So I gotta repurpose this. Should be fine, actually. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, not quite. Not quite. Well, so this is operating on entities. I gotta kind of just do my own thing. Just copy paste it. Copy paste, and then we will bowl. Okay. Okay. So what I'll do is tiles on screen. If it's equal to water, then we're gonna do some shit. We will do some shit, dude. And it will be glorious. Alright. Tile rendering time. Let's do it. Okay. Bring in that new tile set. What a new tile set. Tile index. For now, I'm just going to take number 1. And we'll get this guy drawing. Think. Gotta figure out what the Z layer of this guy is. I think there is one. Or maybe there is. Background. Same as the jewel grid. We're just slotting in between the hole plus the water and the grass there. Alright, so that's rendering. We should maybe see the water tiles getting drawn. Yep, sweet. That's great. So now we just gotta make it tile properly. And we should be off to the races, dude. So I'm gonna do a get tile matrix index from neighbors. Tile pause. Let's do one of these, I think. It'll be this. So, in theory, that should just work. Yeah. Kinda. Kinda maybe. Kinda maybe. I think it's working. It's just... I'm thinking about it. My thinking is flawed. Because, okay, if I just recreate the pattern of, there we got center, and then we got left, maybe, right, bottom, and then a corner, which would be that. And that's probably that. Another corner. Comfort Tooth, thanks to the Prime, dude. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, my dude. That. Is that how it looks in game right now? I think so. Yeah. Okay. So I've got to think about why this looks the way that it does. And can I simply bonk, do one of those? We'll see. Because this is like a corner tile that's supposed to flow up into here, right? So in theory, that should connect up like so. And then this, same kind of deal. You get rid of that. I don't know. Not quite sure. Cause like, I could just delete these. You almost need like another set of shit if you want to do the edges. Yeah. This is gonna be the death of me. The dual grid is so much simpler, dude. So much simpler. Is there a way I can keep the dual grid and just make it work? Not really. Yeah. I see how this is like this now. Because you can't really get it like that without breaking the algorithm. And essentially having an extra case for what if this is filled here. And then you would have to look at more neighbors. And there would be more. I don't know how many more tiles there would be. Maybe 4 more, but I'm not sure. Because it might be a bit more combinatoric than that. This guy, bro. No chill. No chill, dude. Come on, bro. What was the issue with the dual grid? Yeah, so the problem with the dual grid is that it's a dual grid. And in order to make it transparent on just one tile, we would need to do really weird shader mask stuff. But I'm wondering if I could just do it manually. And so, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Failed experiment was trying to do non-dual grid tile rendering, simply like the gate, the wall gate stuff, the wall stuff, but it requires an extra 4 neighbors, corner neighbors to check, which means it's a different tile set and needs more elbow grease to work. That ICBF putting in right now. Because, I mean, I don't think it's as simple as just adding in 4 more tiles. Like 4 more things. I mean, it might be, but I'm not sure. Like, it feels like it should be more combinatoric than that. Maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I'm not sure. Actually, wasn't there like a tiled tile sets? I remember seeing like a yeah, this guy. Can't remember where I saw this, but I don't know if it was here. There was an online tool. I think it was from the Just Codes video. This guy. This. Yeah, here it is. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know. I had a game, bro. I think what I'll do, table that. And we'll go back to giving this a shot. Maybe. So I'll just use the water half. And yeah, this is wild. Self-kind. I think I can do that. This first. Because yeah, then that maybe kind of works, but is a little scuffed. Yeah, this is gonna look like arse. No matter which way I skin it. Motherfucker. I guess I can't do opacity with this. Let's see. Water half against water level. No. Make this connect with anything. Yep. And then this behind. And then a bit of opacity. Wait. Alright, I need to edge case this. Oh wait, no, there's no way I can do that. Because I can't cut out the tile. Fuck. Maybe. I'm not sure. Can't be done. Well, I might need to give up on depth if I'm going to be sane and move on with my life. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, quick update. After banging my head against this for a while, I couldn't get it behaving exactly how I wanted, so I might need to give up on the dream of having any kind of perspective or depth to this, and I might just need to do like a pure top-down tile with 0 depth. Or I just completely remove the idea of there being source blocks of liquid to begin with, but then I can't even really do the liquid system because there needs to be a concept of source and not source. Because the liquids need to be constrained, right? You can't just have infinite liquids. So I guess the question is like maybe I could remove flow entirely so there is no idea of like anything but just single blocks of liquid, which might actually be a better solution to this entire problem. Like we just ignore the entire idea of there being any kind of Minecraft style liquid flow because I honestly don't really have a game design reason for it. So I could probably safely remove that entirely, maybe. Yeah, because I don't need flow. It would just be cool to have. So I could just cut it. The only useful thing that flow has in Minecraft is to like push mobs around. Like you can make a nice mob grinder or farms where you know, throw items in and they get moved by the water. But that's not going to be useful in this game because we have full kind of automation capabilities already with conveyor belts and stuff, so you're not really going to need this. So yeah, I might cut this, even though I just spent the last maybe like 4 or 5 work hours total trying to get this working. Yeah. Yeah, I think I might. Rest in peace, dude. Rest in peace. Let's get in the can. Is getting le can. Is what it is, man. Quitter. That's me, dude. Fail makes it sound so bad. Only if you think failing is bad. I see failing as a prerequisite for anything. You know, the more times I fail at something, the faster I get at improving, you know? Alright, well, I'm gonna cut this entire thing. Rip it out by the stem, bro. This is a classic design mistake that I've made a lot in the past, and for some reason I didn't realize I was making while in the meat of things. But just doing something because it's the way in another game without any clear reason. It's because, oh, you know, Minecraft did floors, so I guess I have to do it. Is a mistake I've made with a lot of things in the past. And it's better to, like, first principles, bottom up. What is the actual design purpose for this? Do I need it or not? Like, a classic example right now of one that I've successfully not rat-holed down is the conveyor belts. Like, I didn't add dual lanes to the conveyor belts simply because, oh, you know, factory has dual lanes, so I guess I need to do that. No, I didn't do it. I made a single lane, like a good boy. Like that. Because it's just easy to do. But now, if I needed a purpose for a second lane of conveyor belts, you know, like Factorio, you know, you got the inserters, you can have 2 lanes, you can just get a little bit more complexity out of it. I haven't had the need for that really just yet, so that's just why I haven't done it. But yeah, this was a mistake. But that is all right. That is quite all right. Goodbye, Mr. Water Spread. Feels kind of therapeutic to comment all this out. Oh yeah, now we're talking, dude. And it just added so much complexity. Oh, man. So much complexity. For absolutely no reason. Sag. It'd be like that sometimes. Sometimes it be like that, man. Well, we are back to things being nice and simple. Alright, we're back. No flow, but things are still kind of finite like this. So, I mean, I don't really know how this is going to pan out. It should be fine. Should be fine, dude. I mean, it looks a little funky, but I don't know. I guess if I had it animated and like flowing down the side, Minecraft style, then that would probably be good enough. I'm not sure. And then we can move on to the actual useful part of the liquid system, which is making it useful for the game. I might not even do that. I might just leave it here and then call this entire thing an unfortunate dream. Because I don't even really have a use for the liquid system right now. I don't think. Like gameplay wise. The only thing I was thinking of, like maybe in the new biome we have lava and use that as a heat generator, but that's not even in the game yet, so I think I might just call this an L and move on. Entirely. Well, at least we got a bucket out of it, and now we can move liquids around. I think that's GG for the liquids, dude. It was all just a dream. All right. All right, chat. Base for future possibilities? Yeah, it's true. Reset. What are we doing now? Big reset. Scuffed liquid V1. Yep, I'm calling that. Dunskies. Back to the drawing board. I think what would be the most fun right now is a Tesseract subspace. And just doing more factory automation stuff. If I had to guess. I guess I wanted the liquids for like the multi-block lava structure stuff, but it's just too like fuzzy from a game design perspective right now. I don't know how it's going to come into play. So I'm going to move this kind of like down here, and we'll just let that simmer in the background for a while. Yeah. I'm going to go back to the real problem, which is what happens once you get to this stage in the game. What are you going to be able to do next? What is next on the progression? Well, I really want to do underground conveyor belts because this is pissing me off. Like, I hate having an open area. Same here. I mean, I kind of want some kind of gate. Could do like the Factorio style wall gate thing, how it just auto retracts. You just need to make it powered. I would really like to do, okay. With gates, the reason why I haven't put them in the game yet, I did actually have them in, but then I removed them. Because I kind of want to do like a V1 of the Minecraft style redstone logic in-world programming kind of thing. Where you have the Factorio style, you know, just gates that automatically go down. But I want to make it manual, so when you put power to it, it'll like go up or down. So you would need to like have a lever in the world that you pull that would give a very weak power pulse that would kind of retract them up and down. But yeah, no, that's just a side note of something that I eventually want to do. Yeah. What are we doing now, though? Tesseract subspace? Maybe. Maybe. New biome. Don't know. It'd be a pain in the wire? No, it wouldn't. Because I would also do underground wires and stuff. Slightly off topic, thought I'd give you a heads up. If you haven't launched a demo yet, Steam has put a bit more importance on demo launches. Yes. That's why I'm not just like shitting it out, because I need to make the Steam page look a bit better. Careful of scope creep. Beware. Beware the scope creep. I love that moving liquid is more complicated than something called Tesseract subspace. Yeah. I guess like an early game use that I wanted for the liquid was sprinklers. So that you could water like a 5x5 or like a 9x9 or something. But with that, I'd kind of need also like the harvester upgrades and stuff. Which would be cool, but not really the constraint of the game design right now. The main constraint I see for making the game that I want to make is honestly dungeons. Dungeons and the whole subspace idea, and just more automation content. Mid-game generators, another biome. It's just hard to tell like what I should tackle first. I don't really think there is a right or wrong answer here. I think it's just a matter of go do the thing, and who cares? No point kind of umming and ahhing over it. So my gut is telling me to do dungeons. I don't know why. I think it's just because I really like the idea of having a boss to work towards. My brain, though, is telling me to just add more automation content. Like the Tesseract subspace. But my balls are telling me to do dungeon. And they are kind of one and the same because it's a dimension system that I'll need to make. You know, like going into the nether style type vibe, you know. Dungeon running V1. I'm gonna fucking do it, dude. I'll fucking do it. Let's go. It's decided. All right. My mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yeah. Now, to kick things off, I kind of almost want to do like a nether portal style multi-block portal to get into the dungeon. Am I crazy? You know, like Twilight Forest kind of vibe, you know, you just put a ring down on the ground. Okay, yeah, totally. That's gonna be huge. A ring of gold. I don't know. A ring of gold blocks. That could be cool. I know exactly how it's going to feel to go through it now as well. It's going to be huge. Okay. Ring made of violence orbs, maybe. Maybe it did. Before doing anything, why don't you add cornered conveyor belts? Those sharp turns are pretty weird. Increment the cornered conveyor belt comment counter by 1. I think it's at 23 right now. Once it gets to 100, I'm going to add cornered conveyor belts. Alright, let's fucking do it, dude. Let's do it. Probably don't need to focus too much on the entrance. Really? I mean, maybe, maybe not. What do you make it out of slime blocks? So I feel like the first dungeon should definitely be the slime dungeon. And then King Slime at the end. Just as an easy kind of fucking layup, dude. Kind of like the idea of placing down gold blocks though. I mean, we already have slime blocks, so I may as well just use that. I definitely want gold blocks at some point though. Even if it's just as deco. Something to do with all them coins, you know. Alright. Slime block portal. Maybe. Be a little annoying though, because slimes would spawn on it constantly in the current version. So maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really like that.
I'm just trying to think how I'd like kick this off in a shippable way that doesn't kind of suck. You just spawn it in one of the chunks. Maybe. I like the idea of you being able to like build it there. So I don't know. Not sure. Like, how would you activate the portal? Also, would it be a shared dungeon for everything, or would you have different dungeons? Or would you have a resetting dungeon? I don't know. Can make it per chunk, maybe. I like the idea of it not being just a single one, maybe. Because then that would also be a 2-for-1 with the sub-tesseract thing. Because if it's just a single dimension, then that's weird, maybe. But then, I'm just trying to think, like, if the player makes a portal, then breaks the portal, does that delete the entire dimension? I don't know. Could we just have it as a single block right now that's placed down in the world? It's almost like a tesseract, and then maybe take it from there. That's probably the easiest way, I think. Yeah, let me do that. Let me do that. Dungeon 1. I don't know. Dungeon block. Dungeon block thing. There we go. There it is. Okay, let's do it. I'll just use this for now. Sure. Sure thing. Cool. It's gonna be great, bro. Yes, Magma Guide would be great, but I'm gonna skip straight to the simple version first. Yeah, I want to do like a, you know, make a portal frame in the ground and then you jump into it. You know, like the end portal from Minecraft. Just literally that. That'll be the end result. But for now, just do single block. And that'll be good. I reckon. I wonder. There's no real way of getting water right now, which sucks a little bit. So I want to back up this world properly. So I can go to town on it. So yeah, I reckon just unlock this chunk and then we'll get a really nice brand spanking new dungeon block thing over there. Oh yeah. I'll do this one, I think. So, I want to generate that in the middle there. Alright, man. I'm gonna head out for a bit of a walk. I'll be back. I'll be back. Must protect. Oh shit. Yeah, I really need a mid-game power generator. That would be kind of huge. I did. Well, I'll go for a walk. Clear the brain. Touch some grass. I'll be back in like 20.
Alright, man. Okay. So, I just went for a long ass walk to clear my head. And I think I know what I'm gonna do now. And it's so funny just watching these guys die on the spikes. I'm gonna take a little bit of time off and go record a trailer, get some screenshots, and get the capsule art for the Steam page looking good. So I'm basically just gonna work on my foundations and then probably ship the demo once everything is looking good. And during that, I'll just, take some time off, rest a bit, I think. And I want to do the capsule myself, so I'm basically going to be learning art during the process. I've been doing a bit of sketching recently. I mean, over these last 5 days while I've been sick, I've actually just been sitting here doing some stuff related to that. Creator will open. I did a little mock-up of the logo. And now what I need to do next, I mean, this isn't perfect. This is just kind of like a sloppy V1. Just threw a gear in the O and found a font and called it a day. But what I want to do next is figure out how to actually paint like a background kind of landscape and make it look good. So I've been learning a bit of perspective recently. Just trying to figure out how the fuck that works. Also just been learning Creator and figuring out how to draw digitally. And just on paper as well. Hold on, let me grab my iPad. My thought process behind all this is that instead of hiring a capsule artist, I become a capsule artist. For no reason other than I feel like it would be cool and I want to do it. I actually got a half decent generated image from ChatGPT. I just got to figure out how to draw this. And like, it's not really focusing properly, but you can see that, right? There we go. I just got to figure out how to, I guess, do that myself. And I don't think like the detail and making it look good is the hard part. I actually think the composition is the hard part. So I've been trying to like learn how to just draw in value and sketch like random things out. You know, like a bunch of little thumbnail things here. So that's kind of like where I left off. So I think I'll probably do a little bit more of that over the next week or so. I'll just do it all offline, just kind of grind it out, chill, relax. Probably play some games as well. Played a bit of Satisfactory yesterday, just to get the juices pumping. That's pretty good. And yeah, I mean, hopefully by the end of this, it should be a sexy looking Steam page with a new trailer, and then we'll jump straight back into whatever it is. I think probably working on dungeons, just because I really want to nail the terror side of things, you know, the Terraria side, with that kind of progression through like bosses and gearing up to fight the next one. You know, the conquest style game mode, right? But yeah, I'm not really feeling jumping into it right now, because I have this thing hanging over my head, which is the Steam page, and like making it look possible so I can actually announce this and ship a demo, because, you know, the game's feeling good now. It's like median of, what is it? I think it actually went slightly up since the last update. Yeah, I don't know how much up. I think by 2 minutes, but it's not really accurate. It's not really scientific, but yeah, median playtime 1 hour 24. Dude, this will crush as a demo. So I just want to get this out. I think that's the play right now. Work on the foundations. So yeah. Been kind of going hard this last month. Take some time to rest and reset. I think that is the play. That is the conclusion after my long ass walk. And failing to do liquids today. And having a mental breakdown, dude. Alright, well, I don't know when I'll be back. But let's be real. I will be back. I'm always back. Peace, boys. I'll see you around.